Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out with WZ132A here. Hopefully I'll be able to get this grind done tonight. But yeah, I'm about 20,000 experience away from finishing this. Hopefully everyone had a pretty decent weekend here. Tonight, like usual, I'm going to be soloing, taking tank requests, and throwing in a few grinds here or there. Hello Jack, nice to see you. Nice to see everyone else who's here early too. I think it's Gary, Graham, Lil Bobo, nice cuppa. Hello Andrew and Madalena. Alright, let's try to scout a little bit here. Hopefully I can... Hello John. Hopefully I can focus here. I'm just a little bit tired. Today was... well, I had two parties I knew about, but today was unexpectedly busy otherwise. Why am I getting text messages? Nobody knows about the personal mission changes. Really? Help! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I flipped myself over. Oh my god. It's about how my day's been going. Let's see if any of my teammates are going to help me here. That's what you get for texting and driving, I guess. Thank you very much, dude. Oh lord. But yep, that pretty much sums up my day. Alright. But today I'm going to be mixing this in a lot compared to usual. I'm still going to be, you know, doing viewer requests, but most of the grind matches I mix in are going to be this. Daniel Nerf, please, you know, I see you requested one tank. I'm only gonna do one. I'll take the first one that you did. If you do multiple requests, it doesn't show up on my screen, nor am I gonna, you know, it's pretty fair just having one per person. Oh lord. Really? Oh, and I got ammo racked. This was really dumb. Granted, I should have known that flipping myself, I probably shouldn't have done anything that stupid, but oh well. Honestly, I'm getting really freaking distracted by... I need to turn my phone off here. I'm getting texted about useless stuff. Anyway, now that that's out of the way. So we have a T30. Let me get the requests here. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Levi. Baby dog.
But nice to see everybody.
I missed you.
Alright, so T30 here. This will be interesting. But yeah, I'm basically going to be doing, definitely remembering to doing 2 requests, 1 grind. Which yeah, fortunately she got done work early here, but she'll be running away. She has to do some stuff. Yeah, I know. I wonder if Levi will force his way to go with her. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be streaming. I don't think I'll be late. You know, I'll let you guys. I might start just a pinch late. I've got to do some stuff around the yard because basically starting tomorrow night we have not a hurricane, but the outer fringes of a hurricane. Hurricane Jose coming by where I live, so it's gonna be like 50-mile-per-hour winds and bit of rain, so I gotta get some stuff put away. I don't have any time to do it tonight, really, so I gotta get up early tomorrow, of course. But I should be here. I'm definitely gonna be streaming tomorrow night. My usual scheduled time, 7 to 9, of course, but I might, you know, might just push it back to 7:30 at the latest, since I definitely have to get stuff done. So it's going well. It's just still kind of waning on. Really, I know he's gonna hit me. I might as well take a shot. But I am extremely surprised. There we go. We need to kill him. Like, there we go. Thank you, Emil 2. The Emil 2 and me were the only ones actually shooting that guy. Still just waiting on the second follow-up interview. I don't think the school exactly planned on needing to hire somebody this early, so it's going well though. We're still just kind of all over the place though. I'm still stunned. Thank you, Artie. That was a really nice shot there. Crap. I know this T-34, he can't really hit me unless he pops out far enough. Do that though. Thank you, guard. For bouncing. This is not going to be good. I can't tuck in here any further. We're doing pretty well as a team, don't get me wrong. I'm just trying not to get shot here. I might get RD'd here, but I really need to get around ET-49. Hello, Antonio. And a flame. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone else's messages here. I think Ryan just popped outside. She's home for a minute, but she's gotta run somewhere. She may pop back in here before she goes though. Let's get maybe no. I don't know how I got credit for spotting the T-28, but I'll take it. Yeah, just really busy. Basically, I had two lunch parties today, and we didn't really have any extra people in. Like you might think we might. But essentially between me, oh, very nice hit. Between me and one other guy I was cooking with, and we had 2 dishwashers, did about, I'd say conservatively with parties, about 260 people. It's a lot of freaking people to cook for with just 2 people. I am still recovering. Pretty decent match though for T30. Mastery Badge 3rd class. Most amount of damage in the match, but our team, it was a little bit discombobulated there, you know, but we ended up doing a pretty damn good job, and I made a little bit of credits on top of that. Very nice. Alright, so my next request up is a grind again, so I'm going to be hopping back into the WZ132A here and hopefully not flipping myself over. Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Bye, Ryan. She's got to run. It's literally the only free time she has until next, basically next weekend, where she has to get a dress ready for a wedding we're going to, so yeah. Kinda have to get it. Have to get it done here. Alright. Back into this guy, hopefully not flipping myself over. Which we should start, you know, there's a bunch of news coming out about the next patch here. Some of it, I would say, like they're talking, some of the stuff people are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. Like they did release the super test notes, and that's kind of what you gotta go off of officially. One website posted that 183 is getting yanked, basically. That's definitely not in the short-term plans, nor is it, you know, even remotely close to happening as far as what I've seen. But I've seen a couple people like sharing it and posting it around, talking about it, and as far as I'm aware, Wargaming just mentioned it, and that, you know, it's not even, you know, close to happening. No, it's I wouldn't say entrees. We do buffets like a certain parties, but a couple times a year for like a actual service. But pretty much everything today was just straight up off of our menu for breakfast and lunch, except for 30. It was like 36 people. It was a party to where I did 12:30. It was dinner, basically. They got flounder and it's called honey baked chicken, basically like breaded chicken now. You know, salad, entree, and dessert, but everything else was off a breakfast and lunch menu. It was it's chaotic. It all gets out on time because of a lot of running around and panicking. Oh, I stuck out a little bit far here, but it would be I really need to, thank God he got killed. I really need help here. Like, I want to get out of here when I'm not spotted, but yeah, and I'm gonna get artied. It's just the enemy team didn't push out very far, and our team's a little bit afraid to push up. You know, it's just, I don't know why they're, yeah, it's like they could very easily, this is where I wanted to head here. If the enemy gives you this whole side of the map, if you push up right to the bottom of the ledges here, you instantly spot their whole team. They can't push on you because they're gonna get nailed. So fortunately that T-54 lightweight's going up there. But like I've said a few times, there's a reason why when I play World of Tanks, typically I'm not like stressed out and phased about things, because it kind of pales in comparison to what I deal with. There's the Type 64. I saw the Type 62 and I'm like, where is this tank? You can use a mod to switch, John, but the last time I used it, it honestly didn't work. I don't even have that or a different client installed, because I don't, like, I know people want me to play on the EU server, but as far as what I can think of in the next few months, I don't think I will actually be on it. So it's just, after so many years playing and having tanks on, you know, the NA server here, going back to a basically new account with up to like tier 4 and 1 tier 5 premium, it's just, you know, it's not very fun. Hello, Super Cat. Nice to see you. My dog, I know. This poor thing is gonna be dragged outside in the morning for a nice 3:30 a.m. walk. Hey, stop it. He's like jabbing me with his nose. Thank you, Artie, for drowning yourself. I actually just got back from walking him, so... That shot was nowhere close. One down. I don't think I can actually pin him. Granted, my shells are just kind of going... I can swap over to APCR like I am here, but my shells just keep flying towards his tracks, honestly. Kind of annoying. Here we go, we got this side all wrapped up. Well, it's actually like freaking 70 degrees here in the morning, a lot of mornings recently when I go out to my car. But you can, it's back to being this, it's just straight up fog in the morning. It's so humid. It's not even like fog, you see the humidity every morning. It's just miserable. Down Artie. Let's just shoot him in the track. That seems to be the theme of this match here. Come on. I had to slow down here just to get a little bit better accuracy. Oh, I know. It's early, but yeah, I got about 3 more weeks of it, maybe 3 or 4. So I'll hang in there somehow. Hey, let's get these guys out first. Maybe. Uh-oh. I'm just almost out of BP shells here, honestly. I'm not doing, there we go, we actually got a hit. I'm on to all APCR now. Not doing a very good job at, you know, actually aiming in, but some of these TDs, not that they could all one-shot me, but I didn't want to take the chance of getting whacked there, so I kept on moving. Thank you very much, Crazy, for the subscription. Which hopefully, I think you're still here, Jack. Hopefully, school's going well for you. I remember you saying, well, of course you're going back to school, but... Hello, Andre. Personally, me down here, I'm very glad that the kids are back to school. It makes my life easier just because, especially at work, the table sizes go from being like an average of 6 down to 2. Mostly just couples here. Yeah, I was mainly wanting to hit this KV2, but I should have just kept pushing up. Yeah, just dive right into the ground there. That's nice. Even, I I think most schools, like, there's always something wrong with some school as far as the layout. I remember our schools down here I didn't really like. They were old. There's always something wrong in whatever classroom you had. Alright, got a mastery badge 2nd class. Fired a crap ton of shells, but most amount of experience, pretty good amount of damage, almost the most on my team. But yeah, I fired I think I had like 6 or 7 shots left, something like that. So getting down to the wire there. Alright, so T-34 heavy tank. That was the next quest up here. Don't mention to come back to school. Thank you, Gary. Glad I could get a decent match in there. Alright. I'm finally starting to get, like, focused here. It is a very fun tank, the Type 64. I remember, like, well before they even stretched lights out to tier 8 and stuff, it was very similar to the Chaffee, and I really liked the Chaffee. I still do. It was really fun, though, with the bobblehead. Tier 10, I'm just gonna stick in the thick of things here. Good, we don't really have anybody up there. Don't know if I want to be the guinea pig to stay up there though. Hello, Duckley. Right, let's not stop there. Go with, they're not gonna pop out here. I'll set up on this corner. I just gotta keep an okay. I gotta keep an eye out on my right here. Yep. Oh, thank you for the bounce, ST1. My mind wandered. I saw a tree in front of me of how am I going to stake all of my trees tomorrow? Not all of them, but I have one in particular. It's actually right out this window here. Yes, there's a window there that I planted this year that I need to make sure it does not blow over. Wait, I had to reset my reload here. Oh lord, that's not good. I might actually get popped here, but hey guys, you might want to take a look at this Object 263 here. Ah god, I'm gonna get... Oh my god, I missed him! This is gonna be a 0 damage match. I might actually get popped by him, but whatever. Track him. The best I can do right now, and hope. No, thank God. I'm gonna get shot by somebody here, and I missed. It's just I didn't want to go kind of by myself because being in a T-34 in a tier 10 match, you know, you're not that scary. 0 damage match, and of course getting, I don't know, that ST1 just started throwing heat at me. I guess he was getting pissed that I was blocking his shots with my track, but well, at least my team looks like it's gonna win, but I did really bad there as far as actually doing damage. But that's how T-34, it doesn't perform very well brawling. Not that that map has a lot of spots for you to, you know, play it like on a hill or something at long range. Oh well, on to a grind here. Trying to finish this thing, but I can't get a win in it. Alright. Yeah, almost all the matches you see me playing the T-34, I do my best to put myself in a spot where there's either a hill or I can keep some distance between me and an enemy, and like I can pop out, take a shot, pull back without them pushing on me. Right where I put myself there, I was gonna get flanked from all different ways, and yeah. Alright, so probably they have a lot of lighter tanks, and we have a lot of heavy tanks to where usually I like kind of pushing this side, but I'm just going to kind of spot and see. It looks like the Malshans are actually heading this way, so that's good. Nah, the T-34 doesn't have special matchmaking. It's actually one of the better premiums at tier 8 to fight against higher tiers with its gun. It's just the gun handling and DPM sometimes. You really can't get close to higher tiers in it. That's when you start feeling very inadequate. Don't want to get stuck out here. Here we go. Got them spotted. Hopefully my team takes notice of that. Try to light them up one more time. It's just... I didn't want to take either of those shots. Yep. Got a heat. T-55. And he pushed on me. I'm gonna die. Yep. I shouldn't have went up there. I don't know why. I guess he only has heat too, because you definitely don't need heat to pen this thing. But, alright. Before I get in another grind, I'm gonna pop into a tank that I can get a decent match in, because I'm starting to I'm starting to get worn down by dying match after match. Let me hop into the WZ-111 5A. Daniel GPU, it's a GTX 680 classified. Hello Jacob, nice to see you. And Fix-It Man and Hilo. You can actually, I think it's this command. Maybe not. There you go. You can click that link and you can see my computer specs. Well, you can tell your T-55A that he's a filthy gold spammer. Because honestly, like the T-55A, I use quite a bit of heat in it, but you don't need to load it up for your first rounds, especially against a little light tank. You're actually doing yourself a disservice for doing that, because had I turned a little bit and he starts shooting my tracks, he has a lower chance to actually pen me. But well. I'm gonna make my way over to this side here. Wish I kind of went with my first thought of playing the T-110E3. This map, not that the WZ, it's not a bad tank for this map, it's just Abby is very straightforward for high tiers, just brawling. You can kind of flank, but not till later on. It's just whatever team kind of gets the first little win as far as smashing through the others, whatever flank. Usually, you know, the 1 to 3 line. The 8 to 9, you know, takes a little bit longer to get through. Typically, you know, has the upper hand. If I had faster teammates, I'd push the 2 line hard, like I typically do from this side. But these guys are they're really freaking slow. Hello, Gus. Nice to see you. Now that Brian left, Levi keeps popping his head up like, is she home again? I don't think the T-92 would set up to shoot me here. I'm not already safe. If I was playing Artie, I'd be able to shoot me right now. Because I typically set up in like K. I typically start in K3 to get shots earlier, and then I move over to K1. So I can get better shots up the 1 line. This is going to be hard for us because basically all the people this way can get Artie'd right now, because I'm not getting hit by Artie, so he's set up on this side. But defending right here is not the easiest thing to do. That's not good. He's actually throwing heat, which I'm about to do the same exact thing. You're welcome, Jacob's clanmate. Whoa, 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 do not push. Do not push. That's actually not good. I say I had heat, so pending that IS-7 is not. But basically everyone has switched over to just chucking premium at each other. That's standard. Be very nice though if we would get a little bit of help from here. But as long as we don't die, we should be fine on this flank. As far as the rest of our team on the other side should have a pretty easy path ahead. That's why I'm not really poking out, doing anything crazy. Just kind of waiting for them to get around. This the IS-7. If hit him in the mantlet. Alright, T-62A. I really didn't want to use that spot. It's just it's just the IS-7 can die without us being able to help him too much. Hello, Rich. Nice to see you. I'm not perfectly angled here, but I know I can't bounce a lot of their heat shells, which I swapped back to AP because I'm hitting a lot of areas where heat wouldn't be the best option. I know I can't bounce their heat shells, so I angle in a way. Awesome. Got shot in the back by my T-62A. I angle in a way to where if they hit this side of me, it'll bounce. But it does make your armor weaker in areas, but really once people start chucking gold rounds, it doesn't matter. Like, you angle your tank to give you some areas capable of bouncing people. Because it doesn't matter if your armor's, in the optimal setup to bounce shells across the whole thing if you can't bounce premium rounds. You at least give yourself a chance, which it looked like we were going to push and then everyone pulled back. At least they're going into the base. Swapping back over to, whoa, don't do that. We're trying to push here. I don't know why, because they're pushing here, and it's now I've actually got to pull back because we're all gonna get flanked here. We had a pretty good setup. That was, of course, the shot went high. Three. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? How? I just want to know how that did not pen him there. I know it hit a angled section, but yeah, I'm just really confused how that did not pen him. Alright, we have an E100 now, so I can push. But we need to bite the bullet here and go. Maybe? No? Thank you. Oh, are you... Thank you, E100, for saving me, but... Are you... I don't know how I just bounced off the frickin' T-57. I hit his track. I'm just getting, like, a little miss here, a little miss there. It's starting to annoy me a lot. At least I can take him out. It's just... Thank God I got over to here. I'm just sticking with heat. I'm gonna die here anyway. He can... Ooh. Oh. I almost had him. I was under a second to load. But at least it looks like we're gonna win this. But god damn, I don't even know how many freaking shots I ended up missing there. That was painful. So you are a filthy gold spammer, Brian. It's all good though. I think everybody heard about the FV215B, not to sound rude. This Wargaming announced it everywhere, so it's been a long time coming, too. They've been looking to rebalance that line for quite some time, which, hello, Fruit, nice to see you. I'm just gonna wait for it to end here, since it's pretty much over. Yeah, it's part of the game. It's just... I shouldn't have pushed out on the light that hard anyway. Alright, so next up here I have a grind again. I just needed to... Granted, RNG was... Some of those shots, you know, I definitely didn't do myself any favors, but... In this last match here, but at least we got a win. Top 3 damage. I'm gonna lose a lot of credits here because I used quite a bit of heat. But there was this one point where it was like after the first volley went back and forth between our sides, I just saw straight up blue going back and forth. I'm like, okay, everyone swapped over to premium pretty early here. But I think the big news out of the whole Super Conqueror change is essentially the Chieftain for PC Wargaming is their current plans, what they're basically developing right now is a tank line coming off of the Churchill gun carrier. Gun carriage, I don't even know what it's called, it's that bad. They're currently trying to make a line come off of that full heavy tank line, which is why it's kind of taking forever, because, you know, really, not to say the easiest path, but the path that wouldn't require them to kind of figure out how to get heavy tanks stretched that far, that makes sense in the game, would be to start at tier 8 or even tier 7. They could very easily do that. Or even some people suggest it, which I fully agree, that starting from the Centurion Mark 1, they could have the Chieftain line start off of that. They can keep it as a heavy if they want, or even label it as a medium, honestly, but they'd be able to fit in a Chieftain prototype, Chieftain, and I think there's also another heavy that would work leading up to it as well. I was going to say, if you would like to request a tank, you use !request followed by the tank. If I own it, I can play it for you. If you don't know what tanks I have, there's a tank request list in my video description, so feel free to take a look at that. Please only one request per person. Pretty much what I'm doing tonight, and I try to do most streams. I typically fail at it though, is I do 2 tank requests, and then I hop into a grind in between. Unless people, you know, request grinds, then I'll gladly hop into them. Trying to finish this little bugger tonight. I haven't been able to win in it. This is like the fourth match so far. Flipped myself over once. Yeah. Alright. If he's the only one up here, I should be able to just kill him. Pretty much pin him every time. I'm actually going to leave my turret like that, just in case I get tracked. Which he was throwing a PCR. Tisk. You do not need that. Like, it's not helping you anymore. It actually, because he can pen pretty much all my armor except for the mantlet, which APCR even can't. Had he hit me at a higher angle, like say he hit my upper glacis and it was angled horizontally, APCR is actually the worst shell out of between his AP and APCR shell. It doesn't have as much normalization, so he has a higher chance to bounce off of me using premium, believe it or not. I just need to be careful here because I am one-shottable. I'm hoping though to get this LTG out because he's currently holding up about half my team. They're just all kind of staring at him. I don't think the 704 will be able to hit me. Go. Hello, Peace. Nice to see you. I completely agree with premium rounds. You know, you should get more penetration, but they should definitely do less damage. I think the World of Tanks would be very wise to basically do away with the whole premium ammo thing. Find a different way to monetize whatever revenue you get from that, and basically balance each shell individually, have their own ups and downs, or, you know, basically positive and negatives, and, you know, AP kind of be the norm, heat having more penetration, no penetration loss, but bad against space armor. Maybe a little bit less damage. APCR less damage, higher penetration, higher shell velocity, but losing more penetration at range than AP. Hey, I'm not gonna let you get me. can try all you want. But they could very easily balance shells, remove the whole different cost thing, and you know, allow people to put whatever shell, you know, they can give tanks more than just 3 options too. But yeah. Until they find a way to basically replace that lost revenue, because even though people don't spend gold on premium rounds anymore, most people, it does basically suck a lot of credits out of the game, which in turn makes Wargaming money from premium accounts. But guys, unfortunately behind me. Artie might have a... There we go. Let's say I know that Artie will get spotted if he's still running away. Yeah, I saw that Blitz was tinkering around with that. Alright, we need somebody behind them because, yeah, I think we got this, but we still need basically more surface area shooting at them. That guy has some frontal armor. I'm just one-shottable by most every one of their tanks here. Finally a decent match though in the WZ132A. Too much, just don't die in this thing and the damage will come because you can get to wherever you need to be. But I would say the whole premium ammo change and stuff, I don't think it's anytime soon for PC, but they are developing, which I would assume we might see by the end of the year, basically a brand new camouflage and like emblems designer to where you're going to be able to customize your tanks pretty intricately compared to what you can now. Like, it's not going to be tied to just default camouflages. I'm sure they're still going to have like things already done for you, but you're going to be able to put, as far as what I saw, there's going to be a 3D element and a 2D element to the designer, and you know it's going to cost gold to put stuff on, and then I guess the credit option temporarily where you're going to be able to hang stuff off your tank, as far as what I saw. And it's not going to add armor or whatnot, at least currently. I hope they don't go down that road, but I think that's a better way to let people, you know, spend money on World of Tanks than say ammo. Anyway, high caliber award, Confederate. Most amount of damage in a match, of course, but yeah, at least we got a decent little win there. Finally got a win in this thing. Yep, sorry, I am just soloing. Which... OCD kicking in. If I see I have messages down there, it doesn't delete them since it saves all of your messages. I gotta close them all if I close one. Alright, so I have another, I don't know. I think I just did that grind. Yes, so I have the Archer up next here for tank request. Yes, I use OBS. The T-28's not too bad, Gus. See you, Graham. Have a very nice night watching the Vietnam documentary. And anybody else that's gonna go watch that. I have it DVRing. Along with like 50 other million shows. Because Ryan and I are never in the same room. Outside of Saturdays, more or less. Alright, so this is not exactly the map I was looking for, but I guess I'll make it work. I'm gonna go hide in a corner. I really like this tank just because it's unique. Definitely not always the best tank. Not to say rarely the best tank to bring in a match, but it's different, it's fun, sometimes. But the main reason you're gonna like this tank is it's got a pretty good gun on it, especially the premium round at tier 5. Hey bud, I know. He just keeps looking at the door, waiting for Ryan to come back. He's probably gonna beg us to go for a walk after the stream. I may or may not. I'll probably play with him outside. Hopefully anyone in the path, I don't think anyone who regularly watches lives in like the Caribbean or Bahamas, but hopefully anyone in the path of Hurricane Maria is safe. I'm keeping an eye on it. We have a hurricane passing us basically starting tomorrow night and a Tuesday. It's actually the outskirts of it are gonna hit us, so I gotta, like I said, I might be starting a half hour late tomorrow if I don't get finished all my yard work. I gotta put a crap ton of stuff away so it doesn't blow around. It's gonna be like 50, 60 mile per hour winds for the next couple days here. But next week this time, if it stays true, Hurricane Maria looks like it's coming up my way, which is no bueno. Thank you for tipping Levi Lobobo. Yeah. I know, I'm such a camper. Unfortunately, I got one shot in. My team just literally clinched this for us. Even though, holy crap, like, that's a lot of tanks coming my way. I need to go hide in my corner again. Abort! I'll just take a win here and not dying. I'll be content with that. Yeah, it is a strange tank. You know, it's got a very good gun because of the having to drive backwards thing and having no armor. But it's like, even if I wanted to, I couldn't really advance on their tanks over there. Just with how this tank's set up, you just can't push on anything. Goodbye, T-67. I'll take that for a match. That sounds... I was gonna say, we don't have anything like that here, Nice Cuppa. Hopefully everything, yeah, everything for everyone there goes well, because like, I like weather, like, I especially like winter and snow, but you know, it's never fun hearing about people, you know, either getting sick, ill, or say like losing their house or getting damage from it. I like weather that is crazy but doesn't cause any harm to anybody. But the two and two don't always go together. I know, I really enjoyed killing the T-67. I did answer it, Canadian. Yes, I do use OBS. Hey buddy, you got lots of treats here. Well, he's happy. It did not take him very long to get up. No, I don't have any new toys yet for Levi again, John, sorry. It's been a couple weeks, I know. It's just, well, A, he is a ton right now, but I've literally had, you know, like 0 time to even... The only place I've been outside of like here and work has been the bank ones and food shopping ones. I haven't been able to like go anywhere or do anything. But I think what we're gonna do, which a few of you guys said would probably work, is I can honestly, he has a bunch of toys where he still plays with them. Like he rotates and plays with like a certain few each day, kind of carries them around. But I'm thinking of some of his older ones, washing them. That way, you know, they don't smell like them, and it won't cost as much as, you know, tipping him a new toy. But I can at least put that up until I can get new ones. It's just where we buy him new toys, I only go up there. It's like 25-30 minutes away if we're going to get him stuff, so yeah. He had non-lethal weather. I think he wanted more because he's sitting there whining at me. Yeah, Ryan and I are just kind of in like survival mode essentially, as far as like our schedules go right now. Vintage toys, yes. Just knowing Levi though, I hope it works, because honestly he'd probably just be excited for me opening the drawer for the toy, but I could have that as an option. Spend Levi biscuits to have me open the drawer. I'm getting my team did not push anywhere. Like I'm bottom tier, so I can't exactly do much, but we didn't push the center, didn't push the north. We don't really have anyone in the south, because, you know, having our top tier TD, which, you know, he doesn't have armor, but we have our top tier 10, tier 9, I'm getting confused here, TD camping near the base, which the only way he's actually going to be able to shoot something is if our team dies. So guess what's going to happen? Our team's going to die. It's just, this map can be frustrating sometimes when your team sets up this way. And, you know, he's like, back off, people, which, you know, that would help. However, you know, you can't win the map if you give them the entire freaking map. It doesn't work that way. I thought it was gonna work, but I stayed there a little long. I should have took my first shot and ran. But damned if you do, damned if you don't, because, you know, I'm either gonna get pushed on near the base or pushed on up here. I just have to hope that Artie spares me here. E25 got past me. Oh, he's gone. Alright, I didn't think I would still spot it, but I guess I am. Oh, this sucks. I know he's pushing on me. Might as well take my last shot and he's gonna kill me. I can't get around this rock in time. Unless he... I was about to say somehow bounces off of me, which... Thank God. Fortunately, my team's making a comeback thanks to the north, but... I don't know how they didn't put they could have pushed right through where I was and just tore apart, you know, everyone down here. But Thankfully, they did not do that. That guy... probably still aiming at me. Yep, he was. And I guess bounce off of him. But yeah, the North pushing it turned the tide for us. If it wasn't for them, we would have lost. I just kind of sat here hoping for the best and getting shot at, which luckily I squeaked by with free HP. But yeah, this guy is still sitting in the frickin' back, which he probably got some damage off, don't get me wrong. But it's not the best spot for a team. It's a good spot to get damage off if you want your team to lose the South and let the enemies push around that corner. But it's not a good team spot if you actually have tanks down there. Because whatever tanks you have down in like J5, you know, you're basically expecting them to either run away or die. Shouldn't have shot that. I'm just gonna keep pushing though, because alright, maybe he wasn't gonna move. I was about to say he's either gonna point at me, but I guess the super person wasn't even looking at that. Yeah, to where, you know, even if he killed me, I was fine with that. But, you know, didn't really have that good of a match, but at least it looks like we're gonna get a win. Thanks for watching, Hilo. Have a nice stream. Alright, so hopping... Nah, I'll do the T55A before doing another grind. Alright, T55A here. But I'm hoping tomorrow when I go into work, it starts to slow down a little bit here. Like being busy is good for business and all, but I need a day to catch up. Yesterday we just had I'm actually still sore from it. I didn't cook behind a line yesterday, but my days on Saturday, usually it's catching up on prep, like big stuff like soups and sauces, dressings, organizing, like the walk-ins and stuff, getting it ready for the week. We had a 122 person wedding yesterday to where they got like, I think like 1,200 individual hors d'oeuvres. Like some of them, like we have different tiers for our parties. They basically got the highest, like basically most of them were purchased essentially, and they come in, we finish them off. We did like the clams, oysters, shrimp cocktail, cheese platter, veg platter, stuff like that, but the rest of them we basically cook off. Because honestly, some things can get really expensive. Like if you get the, you know, the made in-house option, it's surprising how expensive it can get just because you're paying, you know, for the labor involved. But I'm just sore from that. 122 ice cream parfaits, a freaking cheese platter that was like, it was maybe like 6 foot by 4 foot on a mirror that I made alone. Ugh. That ate up like half my day. But it all went well. And everything looked nice. They even purchased... I know how to do them, but I would never want to attempt one because I'd probably screw it up. An ice carving. They purchased... It was like... it was probably like 300 pounds, like a giant clam to put shrimp cocktail into. Oh, that thing was massive. Let's say, I don't know why you pushed out there in that tank. Say in this case, I don't. Because my team kind of ditched me out here, which I'm fine with, like, being on the weak flank. You know, you don't really get that much done as far as, you know, like lighting up for damage and whatnot, because there's not really anyone here to shoot things that I spot. But as long as my team wins, I am perfectly fine with taking one for the team if it means that we win. Hey, his reload's a low, god. Help me. Ah, I tracked him. I actually kind of slipped there, frickin' off my mouse, you know. Intense gaming here, you know. P95 is able to hit me if I pop out there again. Honestly, not that it's the cause, my one index finger here is completely smooth. I touched a 450-degree oven rack today with that finger, and it just singed off all my fingerprints. That felt pleasant. Immediately dunked that thing in some cool water, which that's kind of, depending on who you ask, that could be good or bad for your skin, but as far as my experience from things, it makes burns a hell of a lot more bearable. Alright. Flanking this guy is going to be a treat because I have a T-28 behind me as well that can tear into me. Bay. I still have heat loaded, primarily for that T-28, but at least he's dead. But this all worked out somehow. Almost 2k damage. Bad face, I was looking forward to kill him. I know, Levi, he's snoring right under the microphone. It's special ice companies, John. Like, we actually have, it's called Sea Isle Ice. If you order it from them, you can get a chunk of ice. Doing ice carvings, though, it's like, I don't even know, it cost a person $500 to buy it from a company that did it. Or a person, I forget who exactly they got it from, but essentially it just got delivered to us an hour before the wedding. I don't even know how much we would have to charge, because essentially you have to almost like temper the ice, like it can't be ice cold coming out. Kind of oxymoron, but or else it'll break. It's not as easy as you might think, but I've seen it done before at our restaurant. I had to do it in culinary school. That didn't exactly turn out well because it wasn't a graded thing to where we were making, I have pictures of it somewhere. We were making the Leaning Tower of Pisa for our, like, it was me and 2 other people. It was more of the school had extra ice blocks from an event. So I was in garde manger class, so essentially like cold appetizer class at the time, and we got to do it. And halfway through, we knew that we weren't going to finish because all the little archways were going to take forever, and we weren't getting graded to where we turned it into a giant penis. It was hilarious. The teacher was a little bit angry. It was like an older lady, but the other the teachers, the chefs essentially, coming around to look at what our class was carving, had a really good laugh at it. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, a few armed robberies because I don't have any fingerprints. Well, it's just my one finger here, so. Alright. Make up your mind. Yeah, we actually still get a laugh time to time. It pops up the whole Facebook like time hop thing. All of our culinary pictures of like the people I went to school with, we just mainly post it like the funny stuff throughout the year. So it pops up and it's pretty funny to look back on. Kind of strange though, because almost I'd say I graduated with like 30 people at most, I think, in my class. Maybe 40, 50 if you count the baking and pastry, like wedding cake people. I would say only like a handful of us actually work in the industry. Nobody expects a surprise WZ132. Close. No cigar though. Hey, these guys got a little bit... I should have taken a shot instead of moving up. They moved a little bit ahead. Granted, these guys back here, honestly, are kind of to blame. I don't know why you would sit back there when you have two other tanks in front of you, but it might just be me, you know? I'm usually those two tanks out front getting torn to shreds when you have three other capable tanks. You know, it's not like they're low tiers or anything. We're all tier 9s here, sitting, you know, just a hair behind you. Get up here. Okay, I just don't want to get shot by tanks across the way. Especially because these guys are low HP. Right, awesome. We got a T95 looking directly at me here. Please shoot the ST1. Conqueror. Going to be interesting what I have in my head here. Oh god, Type 4 is going to ruin this. I'm dead. Oh, that did not work out. I was hoping the T95 pulled back in a way that I wasn't planning on, but I was hoping to get shots on the T95. And I bounced the two I took on him, I think. And then these two guys, I guess three behind me, could deal with anyone trying to push on me. But at least it looks like we're gonna win this because they pulled tanks back from the north over here, specifically the Type 4, but they're trying to kill us and these guys are going to regroup and we should get this, even though it's going to be close. Alright, on to the T110E3 here for a request, and then the T95, which I haven't gotten many wins in the WZ132A tonight, but getting really damn close to finishing that grind. Which there's actually news of, I would say in the next month and a half, there's going to be another sandbox server up. I'm going to guess it's going to go up once the public test server for this next upcoming patch is released. Basically once they're just about releasing the next patch, so think about a month here, a little bit under a month. They're putting up a sandbox server for the HD maps, essentially what it's coined. So the new graphic render and a lot of maps being rebalanced, stuff like that. They're going to be doing another sandbox round for that. I know people are usually interested in that. Hopefully, you know, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream it or do videos, or unfortunately, because Sandbox basically means there's an NDA for everyone except for community contributors, which I am not. Doesn't seem like Wargaming is ever gonna... Yeah. Still debating where I want to go. I actually want to go down low. Yes, we have plenty of people that are going to be up high. Just I am more comfortable pushing up, because if I win down here, I can push out of this and be hold down and nobody can damage me. So that's my plan, at least. Granted, they have an E3 that's coming down here, so yeah, this will be interesting. Please fire and miss. Nope. Let's say it's 2-on-1 right now, to where I figured he was gonna damage me, but it doesn't matter because I'm playing the end game here. I'll gladly take a shot, which he had APCR loaded up. Like, come on now. I'll gladly trade a shot of damage to get an E3 out early on. I don't know, Karen Barn, I don't think you want to be playing this game of resting here. Really? My shell's like, ding, hit him in the mantlet. As I say, it's just even pointing head on to Caravarn's turret. It's gonna be, next patch it'll actually be able to bounce tier 10s, unless they're throwing really high pen heat at you, but even head on he can get penned by this WZ. I'm just waiting for the rest of the team to catch up here, because I can't push on these guys on my left unless I have enough pressure on this guy on the corner. And I could tempt going around the water, but that's not exactly that smart. It's doable, but one little mistake or getting tracked by someone and it's all over. It'd be very nice if we had, like, you know, a tank right here, like the Type 61. Could shoot that WZ-111 for us, but alright, Malsuke, nope, did not push far enough. Me with HE. They're still not. Like, how hard is it? I guess the Type 61 is... he has like no HP, but I guess he's like stuck or something, because honestly they're on our base too, basically. Didn't think I'd have to do this, but I'm going back to base. I can't push out here because we have this one tank here that all it would have taken is one person here to take him out. Welcome back, Jack. Well, this is our team. Like, we had a good setup down here. It's just failed to execute it. Like, Strev S1, you're in a freaking fast tank. You could have ran away. Like, he was sitting in A9, like or A8 the entire match. Like, he could have went here and he could have killed the WZ. Like, it just, you know, it shocks me that it's hard for, you know, people to learn just, you know, instead of complaining that, you know, you died or base, stuff like that, just run away. It's better than sitting there dying without accomplishing anything. Like, if you can stay and accomplish something, go ahead and do that, but just sitting there and complaining that your team didn't come back to save you is... exactly okay with me. Need to get a little bit lucky here. Just they have a batch at 25T there, that could end me very easily. Just really need to kill this M46 now, so I'm stuck on another tank that's on a corner against me. Thank you. I don't know why he was poking out as much as he was, but I'll take it. Just the bat even can, I'm concerned he can circle and get here without me being able to spot him as well. Actually, there are. Oh, that's exactly what he did. Oh god. Oh my god, I freaking bounced off a bat chat. He's using heat too. I'm almost screwed here, but he hesitated. I don't actually want to push on him, I'm just... he can kill both of us. Don't do it, 252U. Let him make the mistakes. I was trying to go for a track there. Good job. Because he's gonna die. I'm probably gonna die here. Whew, that was close. I just knew if I got any closer than what I did there, that he could have flanked me before I reload it. That's mainly why I was staying at that very specific distance. Because you gotta prevent yourself from getting flanked in this thing. Well, yeah, the bat chat, it's always had some pretty funky angles on it. So that comes down to if your shell can't overmatch its armor. It has a few areas that, you know, even with a 155mm gun, you won't strictly overmatch it. You'll ricochet off of it. And you know, it's always been annoying, but with the HD model, there's a few more areas that can do that. But at least we got a win here. I'm extremely glad that we're not gonna lose this, hopefully. I'm gonna say you can run away from me, PZ58, but you're not gonna like what you find down there. Even though I guess an ST1's a little bit less scary than a T110E3 that just not soloed a bat chat, but killed a full HP bat chat. What the bat chat should have done there is, I had a feeling he was going to try to flank us from the edge of the map. If he had come full speed, I wouldn't have been able to counter that. He would have been able to try to get a lucky shot on my side. And even if he missed it, he could have killed the 252U and myself without me being able to do anything. But he just hesitated a little bit. So a pretty decent amount of damage, a little over 3,000. I lost some credits along the way too, but I'll take it. Let me get the Sav M43 on the request list. I'm gonna hop into the T95 now. And then hop into a grind after that before getting to the next request. Just looking at the team, we have all T, basically, you know, whatever tanks. I'm surprised he's still passed out here. I guess those biscuits, he was tipped. Pushed him over the edge. Just when I came home. Well, my first attempt at playing with Levi outside today did not really go well. Came home and I guess, I don't know, I had like something sweet on me. Like on my pants or something, shirt. And I went outside and like a wasp was freaking following me around. I was like running around the backyard screaming without the screaming part. That would be weird. And it kept trying to like, not attack me, but just land on me. So I had to wait a little bit for that thing to go away. My backyard is kind of filled with bees and wasps right now. In a good way. They don't actually live there, it's just who knew that, I didn't know before now that bees and like pollinators freaking love oregano. And I let my oregano plant, it's like gigantic, bloom. There's like, I would say thousands of flowers on it. Goodbye, T49. Thanks, Randall, for the request. I was gonna say, today's stream, you know, for the grinds, I am doing the 132A a lot, but I'm trying just to do that last little push and get that grind finished. I know it's kind of playing the same tank over and over, which I typically don't do, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of people there, but I'm actually not concerned about them. Expecting this grill to push out. And looks like he's gonna do that once I move. But, oh lord. Why is there an E3? Oh, we can't do anything against him, JPZ. You are best to run away. That E3 obviously knows what he's doing there. Yep. And dead. Probably next on the list here. Waiting on our hill though. I turned because I thought they were gonna kill this T-30, but I had the wrong T-30 in mind. I could have just popped him. Touche. That said, E75, I can see we're getting tired of playing the same tank a lot. E75 though is really good tank though. Not exactly, you know, interesting, I'll say though. It's pretty, you know, German box tank-esque, but it's definitely a good one. I really want to turn to help him, but once I'm turned, yeah. We're a little screwed right now as far as our positioning goes. We have a bunch of non-turreted TDs over here. And we're about to get flanked. Hopefully our hill folk help us out here. Oh god. Know your E3. He left a little bit too much of that squishy track area out for me to hit. You actually have a minute. Oh god. T95 reset base. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get past these guys. They're not aiming at me yet. He is now though. And of course he hits me. That's such a lucky shot. Knowing the IS-4, it's on the move accuracy. Oh well, I tried my best, but yeah. I got 3,300 damage, but in the end, I should have, instead of pushing out here when I saw this flank was getting pushed on, I thought they were going to be fine, but they stayed here and they just got flanked. They should have pulled back more. But instead of pushing down here, I should have either went down this way or pulled back, so. I don't know why you're screaming at him. Alrighty then. So, let me hop into the 132A again. Come on, match. That was quick, but I guess they got capped out. I wasn't even paying attention to what it was at, but on the grind here. Oh, I'm at 15,000. I should be done it, but I lost like every single match in this thing tonight. So I was kind of hoping to get it done. Which I guess I don't have a personal reserve going, but at this point there's no point. There's only like 30 minutes left, so. Hello, buddy. Yeah. Everyone's trying to finish out to get that tier 10 before it's replaced. Kind of funny though that, you know, Wargaming, you know, they caught on to something to get people to grind or free XP to a tier 10 that they don't want. It's kind of funny though, because, you know, with the Foch 155, not a lot of people liked it, and then all of a sudden when it's getting removed, you gotta have it. I kind of got sucked into that, but, you know, French TDs, you know, not that they were high on my list to get, but I still wanted to play them because they're different than other TDs. But the FE215B, not to say it's universally hate it, but for most people, it's a very, very difficult tank to play. And not many people push to it. They go up to the Conqueror and they stop. To where all of a sudden, you know, everyone's dying to get it before it's removed. You know, who knows how many of the people doing this are actually going to play it after that. But, yeah. This Wargaming, you know, they caught on to something here. I think it's a perfectly fine thing to do as long as it's done, you know, they don't remove a tank that should be left in. But removing some of the least popular tier 10s that aren't really easy for them to balance and stuff like that, I'm completely okay with. Alright team, you know, you're starting to move up. You're just taking some time to where now they're gonna get set up. I might play this a little bit too hard, but we'll see. I'm concerned about the type over there. Mainly. I know Artie has a hard shot getting a direct hit on me here, but unless they're near the town, but I'm banking on just a normal SPG player, and they won't be over near the town. Come on, dude, pull back. Be a good Type 59. Let me get over a little hump. He's really hell-bent on shooting me, or somebody. I'm just looking for sweet assist damage. And also, hopefully not dying. Oh. I was trying to track him and my shell just completely missed. I should have just went center mass, but I was a little bit greedy there. And Scorpion G caught on to... Uh-oh. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Lorraine. Alright. Low HP, I'm going, which these guys, excuse me, case in point, these three guys don't really have shots on anybody. Just, you know, doink, move up to the M46, success. That easy. But you can also just do what I'm about to do here. Where, yeah, literally this entire area is open, but you can just drive out here and get shots on all the enemies sitting at the bottom of the frickin' hill. You'd be surprised at the shots you can get all the time here when they're pushed back defending. There's not too much they can do about it because they can't turn to you. They can't, you know, they can't turn both ways. Granted, that guy's really running away, but... Wait, I'm actually concerned about him now. I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not concerned about him being able to cap us out alone. That'll take way too long for the tanks. Oh god. I have an itch and I missed my shot. Concerned about him shooting me in the back. Uh-oh. Thank God. Thank you, RNG. You came in handy there. The Yag Tiger 8.8 complained about getting killed by Lorraine as he's camping in the back. Like, we're still not out of the woods though here. Just our guys at the base, like, we need to push and cap them. And their Lorraine got back. I was hoping, like, I knew the Conqueror was there, but I was hoping, yeah, to get up before spotting the RHM, and yeah, I should have taken that, or played that a little bit differently. But literally, no fault to the M46, he was trying to push. Some of these guys over here were not pushing as hard as they could. Like, there's only 2 people at the base right now. One's one-shottable, and 2, this guy's basically 3-shottable, more or less. They could have pushed, could have capped. But it's just frustrating when we had that flank up to where the M46 was, like in the first minute and a half, and yeah. But props to the enemy for actually defending that, which I need to find Sav here. Hopefully I have a crew. Yes, I do. I just don't have equipment on it, but being tier 4, I'm not gonna pop equipment on it. Hopefully the ammo is, I think the ammo's fine on it. Because even though I have 8.5 million credits, basically all of them are gonna go poof here in the next day or so. But I probably have time for, you know, 2-3 more matches here to where if someone wants to request, you know, maybe one more tank, I can do one more grind. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna pop into another grind. I'm starting to see the end of, you know, not that I'm gonna be able to start any grinds soon. I'm getting to the point where maybe in the next month or so, I'll be able to grind a new line, because I'm gonna be finishing the Chinese lights here, and then with that, oh lord, I saw that on the mini map, which at least it canceled itself out. basically the French light, American light, and the French medium AMX 30s. I should have semi close to, and the VK4502B. And then after that, there's like the Russian light tank. It's kind of in the wind, but have a better thumbnail? What do you mean? Do you not like my thumbnail? I have been meaning to actually update it since it is it's from basically Christmas time, but I just don't have any time to do anything right now. Thought I had some time coming up this week when I have off from work, but with this storm coming up, I really need to make sure the tree I spent quite a bit of money and time on does not blow over. Not that that's going to take me terribly long, but still eats into basically photoshopping one thing. But you hold out hope. Don't get killed before getting over here. Oh, stay there. Oh, where'd you come from, Stugboar? Why'd everyone come over to me? Now we don't have anyone over there to A, stop their lights from coming back over, but you know, putting everyone in one area really limits keeping enemies from pushing on you. Oh yeah. Yeah, she actually has less time than I do, which is, you know, basically one of my days off. You know, I always do like cut the grass, yard work, stuff like that, to where now I'm having to basically clean the whole house on top of that, which typically she does throughout the week. But and I got RD'd. At least I did a little bit of damage, but yeah. Oh Lord. And we lost highway. No big surprise there. But back into this tank. See you, nice cuppa. I know I got Labobo'd. But yeah, we're both just kind of like worn out in a way. But it always happens this time of year, at least for us. But I'm hoping Momo's to the part where I can start adding streams and, you know, actually putting stuff back out on a regular basis as far as like guides and stuff like that. So I'm getting there. Thank you for being patient though. I need to find myself a family member that will do free Photoshop work for me. Why did I just shoot a rock? I was trying to slip it in before the rock, and obviously that didn't happen. Thank you for shooting him. I think I don't know who hit him. Oh, outside of Artie, but not spot it. Do something a little bit more adventurous, I'll say. Now I'm spotted. Dive into the river. Ooh, already just had to hit me there right at the end. Thank you very much, Lobo, for the tip. I appreciate it. It's all good though. I am honestly legitimately confused where their team is. There's not really anyone in the center. You know, we're starting to see some people over here, fortunately. But, like, we should be seeing some more. I'm gonna back up to see if I got spotted. I did not. Better to be safe than to have, like, 6 tanks. You need Rick. Here, let me log into my phone. I'm just kidding. That would be kind of messed up if I was Rick. Definitely wouldn't make sense though, with tax-wise. It reminds me I need to start doing that. Oh, why did I remind myself of that? It's just, the way, you know, most streamers probably don't do it, but I listen to what my tax guy tells me to do, and I need to basically, he doesn't look through every single one of them, but he looks at the month-to-month breakdowns, but I actually have to keep track of every single individual tip. I'm pretty good though at making stuff easy for him now. At least I think I do a pretty good job. Don't tell him that you said that. Thing's not really the best sniper because the overall accuracy is not great. Most light tanks don't have the best overall accuracy, but their on the move accuracy is pretty good. But in this case, you know, I'd be stupid to push out super far somewhere. I'm gonna try to get this T20. A risky shot. Oh my god. Risky shot there. It's just, yeah, he hit me. T20 has the small gun. It's just this WZ. Yeah. I don't know how he shot me the second time without being spotted, but I was hoping he couldn't depress his gun enough to hit me. But that was a bit of a mistake. I did 1500 damage, but in the end I got done in by... I should have, basically, I could have killed the T20 if I did it a safer way. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, why don't I'm gonna play a different grind. But I'm gonna try to hop back into it since I'm at 230 out of 244 as far as experience. But let me have into the baby bat here. I played a lot of lights tonight. I'll hop into the VK4502B since I'm technically grinding that. Hi. I'm almost done. Which Ryan's actually not back yet. I am extremely surprised. She lied to me. She was supposed to, around like 8:30 here, start cooking us dinner. I brought us home some flounder fillets. Luckily, you know, the rest of the stuff's easy. Like, not that flounder's hard to cook. I was just hoping to have it all done right as I finish here. That way I'm not up later, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go this way because it's closer. I know, it's a new tank for tonight. Yeah, Usually I don't spam one tank a lot, but I'm looking to complete another grind here. Oh, why did I even try to shoot him? A, I didn't even line my shot up. I just kind of randomly clicked. I might be able... Nope. Here's a nice little hit, though. Sad face. I know, I'll have the PZ7 soon here. This might actually be right after the... Which he's backing up. I gotta back up here. I'm gonna get hit here. So, honestly, that's always a very disturbing sign for me when he pulled out like that and only one person actually hit him. That does not bode well for me right now. If my team, you know, wins the other side, though, we're all good. Because now I gotta worry about the E4, because he can pop out and hit me again. We don't have anyone to hit this Conqueror. Right now, if I was in the AMX, AMX 50-100, I would, don't push up, guys. I'd be running away right now if I was them. I'm just gonna start backpedaling, because this is gonna go south very quick, whether I'm up there or not. Window's about to close, AMX. Keep on backpedaling here. Not gonna work forever though. I'm not gonna be able to get all the way back there. Especially with, he's throwing APCR at me, I was throwing APCR back, but yeah, they need to put 3 on the cap right now. Will they do it? Let's see what it looks like over here. They have, you know, the 2 guys on cap. There we go. Nope, let's drive right around the cap. There you go. Finally. He just lost the game for us. We'd won right now if that bat ST1 just saved it again. But yeah, we would have won with that bat though, you know. So, well, Frenning's back. As evident by the loud noises in the kitchen. Glad we got a win there though. It was a little too close for my comfort level, but yeah. Capping was pretty much our only option there, which I have time for 1 or 2 matches here. It's just wanted to get another one of that, but that's not finished yet. So I'll hop into the Batchat 12T. But my next stream tomorrow, you know, it starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If I do run a little late, I will update the start time to where I think at the latest it would be like 7:30. I just need to, because we have technically a hurricane, but tropical storm conditions, because it's just going to skirt alongside of us here. I need to get some stuff done before that comes tomorrow night, so it gets dark here around 7, so I can't go too much later than that. Levi might be a little green during the stream if he follows me around outside when I'm like cutting grass and putting stuff away and everything. But tomorrow I will be, I can go a little bit later. Typically I can stream till 10:30, so I'll have plenty of time to take tank requests. I'll definitely finish the WZ132A grind to where once I'm done that, I'll be doing a lot of tank requests tomorrow. I'll try to, I honestly forgot to do some tonight. Let me hopefully not kill myself here in the process. Do a raffle, start that right now. I'm going to try to do a lot of stuff tomorrow night as far as raffles, stuff like that. I'm a big tank. Oh god. Frickin' Foshby with APCR, of course. Generator? No. This storm, no, it's just rain and wind. The hurricane itself, unless it changes, but I don't think it will. It's just, like 50-mile-per-hour winds, like 2 or 3 inches of rain. So it's not going to be that bad for us. It's the next one that could be bad, but we don't have a generator here. My parents do. Just the only reason I would get it is if I was afraid like pipes freezing, but I have citied water to where I can just like leave the faucet running in the winter if that happens, and put my food outside. But luckily we live near like the central hub. Like there's an airport right next to us, and like our township's police department, court system stuff's right here, to where our power, even if it does go out, it's really quick to get it back up and running. Since even oh god, they actually just moved our county's like a 911 dispatch center. Basically, like I can walk there in like 3 minutes from my house. I'm definitely not already safe here. Especially, should I go? Could be fun. Hello, Loki. Uh-oh. Kind of gliding along here. He was doing his best trying to angle to kill me. Try to get out of here. Gotta watch in front of me. I can't drive flying down that area. If anyone's down here. This is probably going to be my last match though, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for the tip, Lobobo. So. Nice smooth stream now. Kind of needed that because a little bit tired. Again, propped up by coffee here. Yeah, that's pretty much the same here. It was kind of funny, thank you, Andrew. It was kind of funny though, my mom swore up and down for years, my parents' house, that they were like on the main line, like in the Cape May, because they live right next to one of the two bridges going into town, and there's a lot of power running through it. Their power, they got a generator, of course. It was like storm after storm, it kept going out, and it was like one of the storms, it was like two weeks to fix it, and everyone else had power around them except for like one little road that they're on. It's not like a little road, but it's like an offshoot of a main road. They're like, oh, that's it. I'm like, what happened to being on the main like county line or something like that? But see you, Jack. Have a good one. But thanks for watching, guys. There's about 20 seconds left here for the raffle, and then I'm gonna be popping out here to help Ryan finish cooking. So, but I'll be back tomorrow night, of course. You know, I should, you know, start at 7, but latest 7:30. I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes. Thank you very much for watching though. Congratulations, Gary, on winning the raffle. But unfortunately for us, our team is going to lose here. But thanks again for watching. Have a nice night, guys. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.